Hello everyone and welcome back to another video from everyone's favorite Halo YouTuber. I'm Rehab, your favorite Halo YouTuber, and today we have to talk about the Halo Infinite ranking system. Not the battle pass, but rather the system in place for ranked arena playlists, ranging from bronze all the way up to Onyx. Ranked play has always been an integral part of Halo's multiplayer. It should always have a robust system that's both difficult and rewarding in order to get players craving that next rank up. Anyone who's ever been addicted to Halo knows that one more game feeling when you're just so close to finally getting that 50, or in more recent games that Onyx or Champ, and you just need one more win to get there. Inevitably, you end up losing, leading to a downward spiral where suddenly the sun's up and it's time to go to school or work. Still didn't get that champ, huh? Regardless, the point is that striving for the highest rank breeds competition in Halo and is why a lot of people fell in love with Halo in the first place. So it's really important that they get it right. And that is why I'm making this video, to address the problem that many people have noticed with Halo Infinite's ranking system. And that problem is that it seems to be simply too easy to rank up. It only took me 2 days to hit Onyx, and while that's mostly because I've been playing so much, I've spent almost as much time playing this week as working my full-time job, it was the way I got Onyx that's cause for concern. I know I'm somewhat of an unexceptional gamer, with my flaccid penis thumbs making an appearance every few games, but I don't think it was too easy because I got the highest rank. I still think I'm a decent player compared to the general player base. I think it was too easy because it was entirely too smooth of a ride to the top. After my 10 placement games, I was ranked into Diamond 1. And on my road to Onyx, never once did I go down a rank. Not after 1, 2, or even 3 losses in a row. The system feels like you don't really get punished for your losses. I swear there are even a few games that my team lost and my CSR went up. More talented Halo players are having a much smoother time than I had. Legitski, who if you don't know is just one of those kids that runs matchmaking and rarely loses, made a new account to solo queue ranked on and got to Onyx in 8 hours. That's less time than a workday for some people. He mentioned that the only time he really lost any significant CSR was if he lost against 2 or 3 unranked players. The problem with the ranking system being too easy is that it's less rewarding to actually achieve the highest rank. Being Onyx is only fun if tons of people are struggling to get there. But in this system, it feels like everyone's gonna get there eventually if they just play enough. Like, does anyone actually even know how the ranking system works for Halo Infinite? I can't seem to find anyone who can explain it, and hopefully 343 can shed some light on it. But it seems to be heavily based on individual performance, mostly the KDA. I noticed that in games where I win and I have the high KDA, or at least just the highest in the game, I gain significantly more CSR than if I win and I'm the lowest in the game, or even just my team. This is weird because in games where my team mollywops our opponents, I could have great stats, but if they're lower than my teammates, I still don't seem to get much CSR. On the other hand, if I lose but have high KDA, I literally don't go down or maybe lose like 1 point. This can be frustrating in games where everyone's on the same skill level and all players have the same sort of stats, but then you just end up slightly under the rest of your team. It encourages players to focus on individual performance instead of the team aspects of the game, and it's exactly what Halo Reach suffered from when it originally launched with its ranking system. Who remembers how most ranked games went with teammates sitting with the sword or shotgun at the top of sword base? I know I did nothing but whore rockets on Powerhouse back in the day. After Backlash, they eventually reverted back to a simple win you go up, lose you go down. And I think that's an update that Halo Infinite would benefit greatly from. Or at least some sort of explanation as to what factors are considered for going up down in each game. RIP Menke, we could have used you right now. The only other issue I have with ranked 343 is why did you take out champ rank? As far as I can tell, no one has gotten champ. In Halo 5, you needed to hit 1700 CSR in Onyx and be in the top 200 players in order to get champ. But Hunter JJX is Onyx 1900, I think, and I believe it's the highest rank right now, and he's still just Onyx. If that's the case, then I'm sort of in a place where I have nothing to play for. I'm currently Onyx 1630, and if there's no champ to get, my only motivation is to try and stay in the top percent of players for the rest of the season. But there aren't even leaderboards, so who knows if I'm top 200, or if there are thousands of players ahead of me. I should probably stop going on Twitch and just assume I'm ranked number 1. Obviously, I still want to grind out solo duo arena ranked and get to Onyx in that playlist, and I'm really excited to give the keyboard and mouse ranked playlist a go. I just can't stream and play at the same time on PC, and I've been streaming tons of hours. Twitch.tv/rehabs for quitters for anyone that wants to come check that out. And I'm obviously still just loving the game, and I'm excited to play every day regardless. But eventually that will run out, and I'm just hoping 343 makes some changes to the ranking system before the honeymoon period ends. At this point, I'm still pretty confident that they're going to hear us out and make some changes. Halo 5's ranking system went through tons of changes from its initial release. At first, you could play your 10 placement matches and get placed right into champ. 343 later updated the ranking system so the highest you could be placed was Onyx 1500, but you needed to be at least Onyx 1700 to get champ. Later in the life cycle, they actually overhauled the entire system to make it harder to get into Onyx. They felt that Onyx needed to be more of a challenge to achieve. A large part of the player base was in Onyx, and they admitted that was not their intention. So they rebalanced everyone's ranks so that only the top of the Onyx players were able to get Onyx, and lower Onyx players like myself were stuck in Diamond. All the added stress they brought into my life. But it shows that 343 is willing to listen and adjust the ranking system to better fit the player base. And I'm sure they're going to do it again in Infinite. But I just hope they don't do it too late when a lot of the player base has moved on to the next big game release. It is still the week of release, and we're in the early access beta, as they deemed it, so hopefully in the next few weeks leading up to the official release, they can iron out the ranked system. Until then, you can catch me in Onyx Arena claiming that I'm champ rank. And that's all I have for you today. How do you guys feel about the ranking system? Do you agree it's too easy? Do you think it's fine? Or do you just avoid ranked altogether because you aren't a sweaty loser? Let me know how you're feeling about the ranking system. If you enjoyed the video, a like would be greatly appreciated, and consider subscribing for future Halo Infinite content. I'm trying to upload every single day, so there's tons of content on the way. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Later.